one piece of advice I would give my 16-year-old self is that you have the power to choose. You get to choose if it's a good day or a bad day. You get to choose if you're happy. It's your choice. You choose your reactions, and don't let your reactions choose you.
Hi. Two pieces of advice I wish I had had when I was 16 that I wish I would have listened to, and that would be know thyself. I just think when you're 16, or at least when I was 16, I had to be one of the dumbest 16-year-olds that ever walked the earth. I was so naive, so trusting of everything and everybody, and whatever they said, I just agreed, and I just wish I really thoughtfully had known myself far more better than I do now, obviously. I wanted to be popular like everyone. I wanted to be with the in crowd, and just, I don't know, for me that wasn't healthy, because you're trying to be so popular and you're not true to yourself. I guess that's the best way I'm saying it. And then the second thing, Eleanor Roosevelt once said, no one can make you feel inferior without your permission. And I think women my age really suffered through that a lot, because we were told we weren't good enough, you weren't smart enough, it was never going to happen for you. Why are you even going to college, kind of thing. I'm really glad I didn't listen to that advice, and I went to college. I loved college, and to me it was just like I had to learn that I couldn't let people put me down, and I couldn't put myself down, because you shortchange yourself. And so I wasted a lot of time in following other people's ideas about me and what I should have done, instead of listening to what I really wanted to do.
A couple things that I would have done differently or added to when I was 16 was that probably being a little more patient with people, realizing that by being nice to them, I would get a lot of satisfaction out of it, and that also it would come back to me in many different ways. So being nice to your fellow man, understanding what's going on. You might not realize what kind of things they're going through in their lives. Just be nice and give everybody a smile. One thing that I probably would do differently is pay a little more attention to my parents and be thoughtful and appreciate my parents for what they are. Unfortunately, when I was 13, I lost my father, which was very traumatic for me, and I think in the long run, you need to appreciate your parents while they're here, because one day they won't be. So don't take it for granted.
Always being kind to others. You never know what little thing you might do for somebody else that might change their life or make such a big difference.
What advice would I give my 16-year-old self? And looking back over the last 50 years of my life, I'd probably say, don't worry about things, life is just not going to turn out the way you had originally planned it would, but you were going to learn from each experience you have, and because of that, you're going to be the person you become. And so don't worry when things don't go quite as well as you want, because it actually is a learning experience. And who you become when you are 15 really has been shaped by all the life experiences you had and what you've been able to accomplish. So embrace those things, embrace the journey, and you'll have a much better time in life, and you'll be able to really enjoy the whole process, the whole journey. The second bit of advice I would give to myself is, just because someone comes on really strong, or don't discount the advice they would give you. My father would give you advice and tell you what to do, and sometimes the approach was too strong, and I was like, forget it, that's not a good idea. Now looking back, I realized a lot of his advice was actually really good advice. The way he went about doing it, I don't think really was the best way. But what he tried to teach you and what he did teach us was really important. I'm continuing to use that all the time. And I think if I had used it a little bit sooner and not rejected it so quickly, because that's what happens when you are young, you just reject things because it comes from your parent, it comes from someone older. You don't quite realize all the wisdom and knowledge they have because of the experiences they have gone through. So just because you don't know a lot doesn't mean you can't learn a lot.
I wish I could tell myself at 16, just be confident and happy with who you are. And then second, I would say live in the moment. As you know, Uncle Don died, and at 44 I never thought I'd be a widow. But life changes in a moment, and I wish I had seized the opportunities, both in business and in my family life, to, when a moment came up or an opportunity, to run with it. Go to the party instead of saying, oh, I'm tired, I'll go next time. Go try new adventures. Tell the people in your life that you love them and how important they are, because too quickly life changes and those people might not be there yet.
Stay true to your dreams and values and find something you're passionate about. Take risks and be open to new opportunities when they arrive. When life doesn't always go your way, don't look at it as a mistake or defeat. Look at it as an opportunity to grow.
Thank you.